Hey everybody, welcome to the Combo Wombo podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Gimpy, joined as always by the one, the only, Chipped Monk. What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? If
Dude,
it wasn't me, who would it be, dude?
That's true. I almost coughed through that intro, dude.
Yeah,
Like I said, I
fine,
would
man.
it. And,
Give these people a sound check out, dude.
Some of the COVID that I'm rocking.
Damn, you got enough. You've been getting every plague and disease known to man, dude.
Yeah. No, I still feel
just
good.
Child life, dude?
It's just kid life, dude. It's just having kids.
Yeah,
They're plague riddled just all the time. Like sending your kids to school is like sending them to combat, dude. Just to war because they come back with every disease known to man.
I heard like some crazy statistic where it was like 3/4 of the troops in the Revolutionary War and the other war that we had were like lost to disease. It wasn't like during combat; it was like disease on the field.
Yeah, that sounds true.
Maybe it's made up, but it's a lot.
It's hard
to keep mass groups of people healthy and safe.
Well, the Civil War was like that. It was mostly disease or whatever. Yeah. So definitely. I've just had like this lingering cough. Really, cough's been going strong for 3 weeks. But
so you going for a record, dude? What's the longest cough you've had going?
Probably a couple months when I had pneumonia when I was a kid.
Damn. See if we can break that, dude.
Right. About to, bro. About to. Get close.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
High scores.
With me feeling a bit better throughout the weeks, man, I've been gaming a little more, been buckling down, getting some stuff done. You can see behind me, we're swapping winter out for spring. So I got winter these bags behind me. So swapping this for spring.
I was going to question the nefarious looking black boxes back there.
Boxes.
Yeah. He's looking like the Umbrella Corps.
Right. No. It's
like, oh no, this is spring to fall. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't until you mentioned it. Now it's kind of like sus.
Speaking of Umbrella Corp, I did pay for Resident Evil 4, the remake. Played the demo. Demo was fun as shit. It's one of the best games of all time. I had to buy it, dude. I had to.
Oh dang.
Demo was fun. I'm like, at first I was kind of sus about it, right? I'm like, that game still holds up, And then I went back and played it, and I'm like, I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was like, 3D, like third person survival horror shooters have evolved since then. Like this is definitely the basis, but
it kind of it was like the watermark of like a great third person action game, and then after that, everybody was like up their game. That rising tide lifted all the ships up, dude. Like everyone was like, all right, can't go back. We gotta keep moving forward. It was like really 50 Cent Blood in the Sand, dude. Like after that, people were like, we can't be throwing out terrible rap games anymore. We have to raise the game up. That game was actually
legitimately fun, though.
That's what I'm saying. They couldn't do like shitty cash grabs anymore after that. People were like, oh, I'm putting my name on this. It has to be like pretty good. Like, because 50 Cent was like, bring in like the people and like, and he'd have his kid play it and he'd be like, add a helicopter. And they're like, I guess we're adding a helicopter then. Like, what?
The developers, you probably saw the same shit I did, but the developers came out saying this is the most hectic development we've ever done in anything.
Dude, it's madness.
So, that's pretty hilarious. And 50's very, he's very erratic in his business ventures as well. He's pretty good at them because he's managed to grow his wealth he still makes music, but it's not as consistent as it was in like 2003 when he first came out and stuff. Yeah, he's more of an actor producer now and a business mogul, and it's hilarious. Just the stuff he he dips his hands into. So shout out 50.
Definitely shout out to Curtis.
Yes sir.
He's out there really making it happen, man.
It really is. But yeah, dude, I'm out here. Like I said, you jumped into the stream this week when I was streaming some Battlefield. I'm really enjoying 2042. I truly think that DICE and EA have done a 180 on that game, and it's fun. And as of right now, for flat screen shooters, it has been my go-to.
I saw you trying to rocket launcher people, dude.
Yeah, I was doing it.
You're missing people that were like point blank, dude. I don't know. You're kind of struggling, dude. I wanted to make some clips.
I
I
don't
think
think
you're
so.
in a fever dream trying to play some Battlefield, and you're like, I'm amazing, I'm playing great, and like I'm
Which
watching you, and I'm like, this guy's struggling, dude.
did you see when I was driving and then the people in my squad were all like, who's driving? I was like, I have been drinking.
Oh,
That happened, but no, man, I've been enjoying Battlefield.
that's what's up,
It's been
man.
fun, man.
Been playing any other games, man? Just
Yeah.
Battlefield.
For flat screen, I always play Rocket League. That never stops. Rocket League, Battlefield, Counter Strike,
Did you beat that one game? Was it like Hi-Fi or
Hi-Fi
whatever?
Rush. Yep, I beat that. Yep, it was
Oh,
fantastic.
she
Yeah. It was
nice.
great. It was great.
Didn't
Great all the way
Bethesda
through.
make that or something?
Yeah, Bethesda. It was the team that Tango GameWorks was the developer, but
Nice.
Bethesda publish. Tango GameWorks was known for Evil Within.
Ah,
So
it's
yeah,
come full circle.
yeah, man. So pretty cool. Great game. Great game. So then with me feeling a little better, I there's some VR betas that I wanted to get into, but before I do,
Beta.
I don't want to take up the entire intro of what we've been doing. What have you been up to, Chip?
What? Oh shit! I know you can
Yeah.
put me
Oh
on
yeah.
spot.
We're coming back on you. Let's see
I've
how
just
much
been
you've been
playing.
struggling, bro. You've been hitting rockets
I've been
and
playing
missing
just
people.
League of Legends, dude. I've been playing like a gaming god, dude. I've been shutting down these kids. I haven't played League in forever, and I was like, man, League, everybody's back on the sauce. Like it's 2013 all over again.
I reinstalled it, but what's saving me is the squad is always full whenever I look at
Yeah,
it. I don't even join the
we
Discord, dude. I'm just like,
dude, we had all so many people, man. When they put them out there like a crab trap, dude. They caught them with a thirst trap. There's like we had 10 dudes. We're running like scrims against each other, like 5v5, like everybody filled up.
fully kidded, yeah.
Yeah, it was like, man, we got too many people. Let's just fight each other. Like that's how many people we had, dude. We had like a choose your own fighter, dude. It was
That's
like
crazy.
Marvel versus Capcom, dude. Like everybody
How
showed up.
drafts work, how teams work, how'd you guys do
It
it?
was just there's no good way to do them. Like it's shocking, right? Because League's been around forever. You think there'd be like a randomized button or like,
For
hey,
team,
take
yeah.
or like a tournament style bracket or something. Nah, dude, fuck you, nothing. Like you have to do all that shit manually. So we would just like randomly like pick people off the roster who were like needed a team, and you would just
Gotcha.
like join on somebody who was like one of the team captains type of thing.
Okay.
And like we
Okay.
didn't have to say anything. Like we just kind of all figured it out because we're all adults. We just were like boom, boom, boom.
Gotcha. You gotta do playground drafting, dude. That's how I'd have done it.
Yeah, it was fun, man. We were like talking shit. We're telling fakes and stuff in chat of like what we're doing to like fake out the other team. I'm like, oh, that's what you get for listening on the comms, you fool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah,
Nice.
League
Nice.
still a solid game. Turns out, man, there's a
Turns
lot
out
to it.
it's lasted the test of time for a reason, dude.
Runs on a potato, dude. The professor came over yesterday. He
Yeah.
brought his Steam Deck. He was like, I'm gonna play video games on Steam Deck. I was like, throw League on there. He's like, I don't know how. It took this dude like 3 hours to get Steam to play the Steam Deck to play League of Legends, but he
I
did it.
showed him how to do that.
He
He never did it.
he didn't listen to shit, dude. James was like, it's easy, clown. Here's a video. And he was like, I'm not watching any fucking videos. And then like he like didn't even listen to me because like I gave him like a docking type of station that I had for my
Sure.
phone to
Sure.
like plug it into the TV
Yeah.
and use a keyboard and mouse and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And so like he got all that stuff going and like he started like using the Steam Deck and he's like, man, this isn't quite running right. I was like, you should just unplug everything and get it running on the Steam Deck first and then plug everything back in. He's like, no. And then like after like the 3 hours, he's like, yeah, I unplugged everything and then it just started working and then I plugged everything back in. I'm like, cool, bro. Like it took him like 3 hours to like figure that out. It was
That's
wild.
hilarious.
I honestly think he was just watching YouTube in the other room because he didn't want to play League. Like, he was just like chilling, playing like I think he was playing like Elden Ring or something over there, and then he was like, we kept on being like, "Oh, you gonna get in this next one, bro? You gonna get?" He's like, "I guess I should," and he like hopped in finally. That's what I think really happened, dude.
That's funny. That's funny. I did buy him Elden Ring for Christmas too, so I
Yeah,
can see that. I can see that. It's a good shit.
yeah, man. So yeah, we've just been playing some more League. It's been all right. No ranked or anything, just fun stuff, just random.
Yeah.
No draft picks. We're not going sweaty try hard. Everyone's just playing for funsies.
It's good to play for fun, man. It's good to have a hobby.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
That's good, man. Yeah, dude. So good to hear. So let me get into some of these betas here.
We're talking about VR beta.
So VR it's I feel like springtime is typically a like where VR games and releases start to ramp up and interesting stuff happens every year. And this spring is no different. So I'm going to talk about Ghosts of Tabor first. It's a basically a VR Escape from Tarkov.
What the fuck was that whole preamble, bro?
What do you mean?
You're like, spring is often a time for flowers to bloom and life-changing decisions to be made. Let me
Dude, I
tell you
like to
about
paint a goddamn
yeah,
word
dude.
picture, dude.
All right, dude.
You know what I mean? Dude? I can't just go from point to point, dude. I'm not a goddamn robot, dude. I like to fluff it up a little bit, dude.
Okay, dude. Yeah, I wasn't prepared.
I like to get it erect before I jam it in, dude. What the hell?
Dude, I just want my flaccid facts, dude.
Yeah,
just give me
dude,
the
no flaccid facts here, dude. I'm fucking erect Andy right here.
All right, damn. I'm sorry.
Shit.
Start over, dude. Like
right.
repaint the picture.
No, you
dude.
ruined it now.
No,
The picture's ruined. Dude. It's like when
someone goes.
Can you imagine if I started painting the goddamn Mona Lisa and then you're all like, "What's this?" And then I fucking did a brushstroke right through the middle of it, dude. That's what just happened.
It's fine, dude. You already
in the worst possible way.
No, it's okay, dude. Like this is recoverable. Like you
not anymore because I went on a rant. No, everyone's
fumbled,
off
dude.
Right now. They're all like, "What the fuck is this shit?" This dude was painting a word picture. He was tossing that word salad, and I was, but
no, man, go on with your congolingus or whatever, dude.
All right, so springtime
VR games. VR games.
So springtime's a time where VR like demos and stuff came out last year that showed what was coming in the future, and some very cool things on the horizon. And last year, kind of Dark and Darker was one of those things that came out on flat screens. We were like, oh shit, and extraction shooters and extraction games have been very popular for the past. Tarkov was the first, and then we had the Cycle, Marauders, Zero Sievert, Dark and Darker. So the genre is coming up right now. There has no VR extraction shooter yet, and that is about to change with Ghosts of Tabor. It's basically it's a VR Escape from Tarkov is the closest I can tell you about it, and it's an alpha right now for free on Steam, and I believe the early access launches next week. And let me tell you, dude, outside of some bugs when I was first playing, a very poor tutorial system because it's videos. The game's like way more complicated than I thought, but so is Tarkov.
Yeah,
I tried playing it.
Deceptively simple, easy to get into it, but then like once you're in there, like, oh, there's a lot of depth here. That
you have to like
really
mod your guns, you have to buy everything, you have to load stuff up in your hideout, which fans of Tarkov love that shit. They love like modding their guns, they love like switching bullets out and stuff like that. For me, that's like a barrier of entry for me, right? I like the extraction shooter gameplay, but as like a lot of the customization, I'm a simple man, dude. I just want to point and shoot. And if the one gun's better than the other, I'm gonna pick the better gun. I don't need to, like fucking diddle the balls of the gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I had my buddy help me out with it. Like I got in there and I was like, "What is this?" And he's like, "Just stream your screen real quick on Discord." And like he walked me through all that stuff, and I was like, "All right." It was kind of like a video tutorial, but I could like ask specific questions, like like point to things. It was like it was like an interactive tutorial.
But
like a normie.
Exactly. So there were some bugs in the pre-alpha that I was playing. Like I couldn't buy from the shop, so I entered into a raid, fucking naked with nothing.
I've definitely done that before in like Tarkov, where I'm like, I'm just dropping it, and they're like, "What are you going to use?" I'm like, "Nothing. Whatever I can find, man."
Yeah. So I entered a raid in Ghost of Tabor finally after I figured out how to buy shit and do stuff. And the game. So I'll share this story. I shared it with Crab. So there's some fighting happening in a hallway, like in a room, but I'm in a hallway and there's a box. Keep in mind I'm in VR, so a lot of stuff I'm doing in real life, which is the more immersive you get. Sound cues in that game are pretty good too, and it's kind of like Tarkov, where there's like Russian speak happening in the like background and stuff like that, so you can tell if you're fighting. I forget what the game called the scavs, but there's scavs in the game too. So there's some fighting going on. It sounds like a real person, right? Because I hear people talking in English versus Russian. So I'm like, okay, that's a real guy. So I hide behind this box. I kind of crouch down, and I looted an MP5 from a guy prior. I didn't check anything, right? All I did was like pull the ammo and look at it, and it had bullets, and I popped it back in, right? Didn't shoot, didn't anything. So I'm waiting for this battle to end, and this guy's looting the body, and then he starts running by me, right? I jump out. I after he runs by me, he doesn't check his corners. I jump out and I go, surprise, motherfucker, right? And I go to shoot. Click, click, click. I'm like, what the fuck? So I look at my gun, and the dude goes, safety. And I looked, and sure enough, the safety was on.
Did he turn and shoot you,
He
dude?
turned and shot me as he said safety. So like, motherfucker. It's on me
dude.
for dying for not checking the safety, right?
Always check
why
the
is
safety,
the safety
dude.
in the game? You know?
Red means dead, dude. Everybody knows that, dude.
It's pretty funny. But yeah, good
hilarious.
experience. Good experience. There was a bug present where anything you looted in raid did not come back to your hideout. So
damn,
the devs
that's a
fixed that
huge
too.
bug, dude.
But it's like I said, it's pre-alpha. Like you have to like request access, and it's a true pre-alpha. But the bones are there to where I'm going to continue playing, and I'm probably going to buy it when it comes out because like that experience alone kind of was enough to you know have some coolness. So yeah, excited about that game, and the next one, this is in an even fucking earlier state than that. They didn't get their alpha on to Steam even. Their alpha's on GitHub.
All right, yeah.
SideQuest. This is a game called Breachers, which is a 5v5 close combat shooter in the vein of Rainbow Six Siege, and it's on the Oculus Quest and it's on PC VR. Both free to try, and it has the repels, like grappling hook repelling. You can breach walls. You go in trying to plant a bomb and stuff, and it has you can shoot through walls and stuff, like very siege-like gameplay. And that game, it's not as it doesn't have as large of a scope as Tabor, so the bugs present that I was experiencing weren't as they weren't as many. There weren't any game breaking bugs when I tried Breachers, and I gotta say that game Siege gameplay works very well in VR. Because it's the excuse me, the rounds are short, but it's very intense, and positional audio in VR where you have to like look and stuff. It's so immersive, dude. Where like I'm watching with one of my teammates. He's grabbing a grenade. He's physically leading around a corner, throwing a grenade. To smoke us. We can have cover. It was incredible, dude. So two games in alpha that I have to say I'm very excited for because it proves to me that the current popular genres, the current popular games, are viable. Are not only viable in VR, but like there's no concessions made for it. These are fully featured multiplayer tech shooters, and I can't find anything that either dev has done to dumb it down for the masses. It's just as complex as either of the two games, and we've said it in the pod before at our end of the year stuff, saying VR is at a point where it's grown enough to where we can have fully fledged games that aren't just tech demos, and I think we're there. I think this is like the cusp of it, dude. This is the start. So yeah, man. Like I've been having a blast with these two betas, and once again called Ghosts of Tabor and Breachers, and you'll probably see me streaming both of these really soon.
Nice, man. Yeah, as we get the spring rains and we're blessed with the morning dews, I think we see that like a lot of these early VR companies got bought up by like these mega corporations. So it really stifled like the VR growth and innovation for it.
You making fun of me? You making fun of me?
I'm not making fun of you. I thought we're having some I like to paint a word brush picture, dude. Like I don't know. I've always done this. Like every pod. I don't know. Can't we both? Let me get some of your crayons. I'm trying to paint some pictures over here too, dude. Like, what the heck?
All right. Go ahead. Paint your picture.
No, like a lot of like these smaller companies got bought up right away by like Facebook, Meta, Steam. Got a few of them, but I think like it was like definitely like Google and Microsoft. They also bought up like a bunch of like early VR developers before they even made anything. So like we had like that initial wave of like pretty cool, like interesting, like smaller games. They're mostly like tech demos, like I said. But like those studios got bought up, and that really stifled things for like 2 to 3 years, where like nothing really came out because they're like,
sure.
yeah, because like, you're part of this big corporation now. It's now trying to turn out something bigger, and like it seemed like a lot of the bigger companies didn't know what to do with them. They're like, all right, thanks, we have we acquisitioned this company, like make us new VR tech, and they're like, we don't know how to do that, and they're like, fuck. Like I don't know, it's like it just seemed like they had like a bunch of money burning like a hole in their pocket, and they're like, we can just buy up like the developers and try and get them to work in a giant studio, even though they're like smaller independent developers who've never done that. So yeah, it definitely seems like there's like a 2 or 3 year time frame there where they were trying to like retool like entire teams of people to like make bigger games that we're just now hopefully getting, you know.
Yeah, a lot of the releases coming are definitely fully featured, and the length of time it takes to beat these games is a lot more. I'm finally making it a point to try and play through the Moss series this coming these coming weeks and months or whatever, for fully fledged platformers and adventure games in the VR space. I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, Moss 2 won VR Game of the Year, and I assume for a good reason. So I think VR is in a good spot. As far as pricing wise, Meta's greedy, so they upped the price. I think you Chip,
well they're burning money, dude.
I think you got into it at the perfect time because you got in right before the Zuck got the hate boner for
I was waiting for a price drop.
Yeah, it went the other way, dude. So
I was like, oh, maybe they have another $50 off sale. I should get it. And I was just like, I'm just gonna get it.
Yeah, it was the best. It was the best. It was the best thing that you did. So yeah, dude, I think that once again, VR's impressing, and I think we're in a great spot, and you'll probably hear me ramping up on promoting some things and just having fun with it. But on the other end too, man, that let's not distract that from the fact that with my sickness going away, I have been working on the game stuff. So there's my kids got to see the preview of the Auto Runner game, so
nice, man.
They're excited. That I haven't worked on their sprites yet, so it was just placeholder blocks right now, but it's pretty much feature complete. So we'll
Decent,
get the
man.
final graphics in. I got I was starting to tile map the whole level for the stealth game. I have it completely drawn out on grid paper. So I was gonna
massive, man.
Take it from I got it's not here. My daughter must have it, but I have like 4 giant like blueprint like grid paper of levels. So obviously you put your best plans forward, you port it to PC, then once you're playing through it, if it's not as fun as you thought, you obviously cut it up from
change
there.
It up,
but I think that's a really big step to fully tile map.
First big block out.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm getting there. I got, but this week I'm working on pure animation. My work life is ramped down a bit. So this week between the pods, it's a week of animation for me. So should be some good stuff that's gonna pop up in the next couple of days here. So I'm excited to show you, especially Chip, because of what we've been working on. So I think you'll get a kick out of it. But yeah, man. Anything you're working on? Anything you're doing?
Man, it's the Spring Birds song. Bring in the summer, dude. I haven't been working on anything new, but I look forward to the summer days ahead. Why are you laughing, man?
All right, to wrap up. So, if there are any other spring lilies out there who like to, bask in the sun rays, that is the springtime of our youth, let us. Yeah, I can do it too, dude.
Yeah, but I was impressed, dude.
Yeah, okay. But let us know what you're working on. Let us know what you're excited about. New releases coming, man. Resident Evil 4 remake is the one I'm most excited for right now. Like I said, it the game blew me. The demo blew me away. One of the best games of all time. It's back. Of course, it's gonna be good. I can't imagine it won't be, right? Like,
Yeah.
you don't take a diamond, re-release the diamond, and all of a sudden it's a piece of shit. Like usually that doesn't happen. So I'm excited for
Yeah,
that.
usually the company will bury a game before they release like a shit like remake. They're
Exactly.
just like, nah.
Exactly. Exactly.
That
And
no fire like a whole studio. They're like, that studio's gone now. Let's try again.
right, right.
They've done it
And
several times, like out there.
as we wrap up, the Steam spring sale's happening right now. At from the VR front, Half-Life Alyx is $23.99 in US. So the game rarely goes on sale. So if anyone just got VR or whatever, it's the definitive VR game. Pick it up. They're like, you don't like Half-Life? Shut up. Pick it up. Pick the goddamn game up. It's that it's that good.
It looked like
Battlefield 2042 still $18 if you want to dive into that and give it a try.
only other thing
looking at the spring sale?
No, I just saw like a bunch of weird news though. It's like a bunch of Japanese developers are trying to get into like NFTs. It was weird.
Yeah. They're. I mean,
it's been imploding.
Yeah. It won't go anywhere. I'm gonna tell you right.
I mean, it won't until it does. Like, there's might be a space for it, but like, this is like pure greed plays where the kind of like the metaverse where they're like, we want to own all of VR and how people interact with the internet in the future. It's like, okay, but that like the first mover usually like fails, right? Like, it's so hard to like be like a thought leader and a somebody who like sets the digital trend for like something new, especially like technology or hardware. So True. I don't know. There's been a lot of failed NFTs, but more and more people keep trying. At the end of the day, just make good games. Like they just seem to be like an afterthought almost of like, oh, we can do this to somehow make money, internet money.
Yeah. You know what I just thought about?
What's that?
I'm gonna buy that Final Fantasy game we made fun of. Chaos.
Chaos.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy that.
All right. Is it on? Get the spring sale, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Get some chaos.
Yeah.
Get some chaos in your life.
It's co-op too, dude. I might have to throw your ass a copy. We'll see.
Do you have the heck's that old school game? It was like built on the build engine. With all the guns. You know what I'm talking about? It's like around Duke Nukem and all.
Nukem?
No, not Duke Nukem though. It was like Duke Nukem.
Ion
Serious
Fury?
Sam.
Ion Fury? Well, Serious Sam was made on the Crow Team engine. That's their own thing.
Are you sure about that? Anyway, whatever. They have like a VR game. Is that any good? Have you played that?
Last Hope? Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, it's co-op as well. It's if you own Serious Sam, you have that. They just give it to you for free. Do you own any of the Serious Sam games?
I don't think I do, man. I've never really been into Serious Sam.
No.
It was like, I don't know. They were always pretty glitchy and wild. They were just like, what can we make this game do that's like crazy? They had like games where like you shot guns out of guns and you had guns that stacked up on more guns. Yeah, that's when
they opened it up to fans. But like Serious Sam,
that's all I ever saw.
Okay. Serious Sam first and second encounter were both solid. The game's whole thing is to put as many enemies on screen as possible. Yeah. First and second encounter were really fun. You could skip Serious Sam 2. That game sucked. Serious Sam 3 also sucked. A lot of those games suck, but they're fun enough, like especially co-op. I think second encounters, first, second are the ones to play. I haven't played 4. Okay. I've heard bad things about 4, but I want to give it a try. We'll see. But yeah. The VR stuff will be fun. I actually own it. I haven't touched it because I thought it'd be a fun co-op thing, and no one. I think I'm the only one who likes Serious Sam in like the group of people that we all know. So maybe I should just buckle down and just play it.
Get some Serious Sam in you, some VR.
Yeah. If you want to try it, I'll try it with you.
So here's a final thought for you. It's like,
sure.
The main reason all these NFT games are failing is because NFTs favor users, not corporations. And they're never going to like make anything that'll favor the user. Like, so ideally what they're going to do with like an NFT is like make it so you actually own like the digital good and you can resell it and like you retain some ownership.
Yes.
Companies don't want that. They want you to keep buying the shit straight from them. They want 100% of the profits. They don't want to like create like a secondary like resale market, kind of like Steam has with like, skins and shit. They're like, no, we want everything. We want all the money. We want you on our platform, spending your money monthly, and you can only access your shit through our thing. And then randomly we'll close it, kind of like we saw on that news article with like Nintendo, where they're like closing down like their eShop, where they have almost like 2,000 games. So it's like you'll never be able to get these again, like on your like Nintendo Wii U, because we decide it's not worth our time to keep up, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, like a decentralized style server based like thing where people could put up digital goods and then like you own that digital good. Companies aren't interested in creating that because it fundamentally goes against their business model.
True. I think the other thing too is the creators of NFTs have done a piss poor job of explaining it to people.
Yeah.
You talk to anyone on the street, no one knows what the fuck an NFT is. They're like,
they're like, oh, they're JPEGs. Yeah,
yeah.
You could just right click save, bro. This is dumb. Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
You're trying to create scarcity in a infinite world, you know, of a digital space.
Yeah. I just don't like the entire concept. I think it's gross, and I think that there are better methods of just amending, EULA's. Maybe the government steps in and establishes digital rights laws.
New digital rights and privacy laws. Like
exactly because
things move so fast. Like we're just lagged behind by about like 20 years.
100%. Yeah. So there are better methods, and I think NFTs are not the answer, and they are going to just be designed to screw the consumer at the end of the day. Like Ubisoft's 2 NFT style games that they're trying to do, it's just sound like horrible cash grabs. So
cash grab the game.
It is what it is, man. But yeah, that's a good final thought. I agree. I agree with the majority of that. I do. So yeah, on that note, hopefully everyone has a wonderful week. Hopefully I'll be shake this cough the next time I see all you guys.
Yeah, man, get out some sunlight in you, dude.
Yeah, dude, I've been outside.
I heard spring's out there, man.
Spring's coming tomorrow, dude. There's no more cold.
Nice.
Today's the last day of cold, so we'll see.
Call it off, dude. We're here.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, right. All right, man. Well, this has been the Combo Wombo Podcast. I'm Mr. Gimpy.
Chipmunk.
Like, share, subscribe. Ya bish. We'll see you next
week.
We
out. Peace.